Morning, Trainiacs. Getting my swell on. Now, I think this little setup here, the strength setup, probably about to change because in just a couple hours, we're flying to Fort Wayne, Indiana to do some testing to potentially right in this, drawing like right an area right here and then there. Testing to put in an endless pool. Travel vlog, woo! I'm already checked in. It's over on the international side. I've got to fly United today. Okay, so here's what's up. Early on last year, I ended up trying an endless pool with the mirrors on the bottom and the mirror on the front, and I found it fantastic. Within like 3-4 strokes, all of a sudden I was instantly very conscious of all the technique cues that I've been working on, looking at video analysis and then working on the pool. It's really hard to do that when you're not looking at yourself in a mirror because you don't have the body awareness in the water, and that's why it takes so long to make technique changes when you're swimming. So I've been thinking about doing more swimming in some sort of a swim spa, an endless pool, but there aren't really resources for that in Winnipeg. Now, in addition to that, what I'm also finding is I tend to have some of my best swim performances, like even in training, when I spend the majority of my time focusing on technique and then a small amount of time like really hammering big swims, fast swims. So what I've been thinking is, well, what if I do, say, 3 or 4 of my swims throughout the week as shorter 20 to 30 minute swims in an endless pool specifically focused on technique. I can do them more time efficiently and just get them out of the way, boom, first thing in the morning. Nice and easy, light, aerobic, so I can even do them on an empty stomach, help work on burning a little bit of the fat, and then once a week join a swim squad for that really big, intense swim to help push me a little bit. That said, I gotta decide which swim spa, endless pool setup I want, can maybe afford, can maybe partner with a company to get into the pain cave, and that's what we're doing. We're traveling to Fort Wayne, Indiana to test out some swim spas with master spas over the next couple of days. It's gonna be cool. Right now. It's very hot. Got the new Speedo on because after all of that touring around, oh, by the way, it's like the next day after I flew here, done that whole tour of 4 different buildings that Master Spas have. Now we're gonna try out some units. I've been hearing about swim spas and hot tubs for the last 5 hours. Now I get to try one. Peeled the tag off these things earlier. Nice, right? It is a swim spa, not to be confused with an endless pool. Totally different. Okay, so, impressions. I'm gonna be honest, first couple minutes, it was frustrating. Like, you might read online that the endless pool has a better water stream, whereas this is inconsistent because it's jets. But actually, what I experienced was like one of the biggest things that we have to work on as age group triathletes is that we're really wiggly. Now in the endless pool, you can get away with the wiggliness because it basically corrects it for you. Whereas this, just like how I always recommend snorkel band pull to accentuate that wiggliness so that you can stop it, this accentuates that wiggliness so you can stop it as well. So after I figured it out, I was tensing up my core a lot more, activating it, staying in position a little bit better, actually a lot better, doing some drill work. And after that drill work, people said, how's it feel? I'm like, holy geez, tired. My hamstrings were tired, which is really odd because age group triathletes have a really hard time tensing their glutes and their hamstrings, which is what we need to do. So this is more of a tool for cueing yourself to swim properly than the endless pool. Swim spas, I'm jazzed. I think we're getting one in the pain cavern, folk. Well, that is all very interesting and shadowy. Better. Also, that eat, sleep, trainiac, repeat. Soon to be available with a lot of other merch on triathlontaren.com. Maybe when you see this, actually, by the time that yep. So that was good. That was good. I'm really looking forward to that. The pool experience was a lot different than I expected. I don't know why, but I walk around in a Speedo all the time at the pool, but the lifeguards, like, they know me. These were strangers. Swimming in front of them in a Speedo at my slightly chunkier weight right now, like 7 pounds I've put on this year somehow, had me self-conscious. On that note, swim spa, not a pool. No. Swim spa is on its way early September, and we'll keep you updated on all that. But I think we're going to start a project with a nutritionist about how to design a triathlon diet. Because I've talked about the low-carb training, but like actually what meal planning do you use? How do you figure out macros? I think we're going to work on a project about like designing that. Stay tuned. It's early, man. This is like 2 days after coming here, and I've already been on a flight, and it's still just 7:30 a.m. So I'm probably yapping a lot. Anyway, lots of interesting stuff. Pool, Trainiac gear, project with nutritionist, lots of really big updates on teamtrainiac.com, new book, the Triathlon Swimming Foundations at triathlontaren.com/triathlon swimming book. It's just good, kind of busy times going on right now, but good, very good. Thanks for being around for it, Trainiac. Stay tuned. Make sure you hit the subscribe button below. Oh, I gotta go.